First of all, my obeisances to my Guru Pada Padma, Nitya Pravishta, Om Vishnu Pad, Srimad-Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Gosvami Maharaj, and also to my Shiksha Guru, also my Sannyasa Guru, Gravando? Tem alguma coisa para gravar? Posso pedir para alguém? Porque às vezes falha a internet. My obeisances to Shri Goswami Maharaj, Shandaran Goswami Maharaj, my Gurudevs. Also, after that, my obeisances to Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnu Pad, Suta Gosvami Maharaj, and also the present here, Prabhupada Charan, Shripad Bhaktivedanta, Shri Santa Maharaj, Prabhupada Charan, Shripad Bhaktivedanta, Ramachandra Prabhu, Prabhupada Charan, Shri Bhaktivedanta Gokulchana Prabhu, and also all the Vaishnavis present here, the mothers, devotees eager in the mood, absorbed in the mood of Mahaprabhu, those who are eager to listen to Hare Katha, to the feet of everyone. Please accept my Dandavat pranams accordingly. Today is the Srimad-Bhagavatam, second day. Sorry. So the arranger, the person who organized this Bhagavatam, was especially Shripad Vinod Prabhuji and Puja Didi, his wife, and also their family members. To everyone, my welcome, my greetings. So please clap for them. Because the person who organizes the Bhagavatam, the Hare Katha will depend on the person who organized the Katha, the program. That's why we're grateful. So the listeners also, to the speakers of the Bhagavatam, whoever is involved, I am my obeisances to all of you. Sometimes the Katha, always some fault is there, some mistake might happen. Because in this world, This world is incomplete. Because this world is incomplete. Always there is some fault, some mistake. Transcendental world is called Purna Dham. Complete Dham. It's beyond Maya. Maya Atit Dham. Sri Hari, Lord Himself, and His abode also. It's completely beyond Maya. Maya Atit Dham. In the spiritual world, there is no influence of Maya. This world is called Maik Dham. What did I say? Like the world of Maya, Maik Dham. But the transcendental world, Aprakta Goloka Dham, is called Chit Dham, transcendental abode. The spiritual world, also called Chit Jagat or Chit Dham, spiritual world, where Swayam Bhagavan is always in his eternal form, present there. Performing his nitya lila, eternal pastimes, and relishing also these rasas, mellows. And then he manifests these pastimes in this material world. Through his Yogamaya, like with the help of his Yogamaya, he manifests his pastimes here. Anugrahaya Bhaktanam. Manusam Deham Asrita. Anugrahaya Bhaktanam. Swayam Bhagavan. To give mercy to the devotees, to give mercy to them. He comes from the Goloka Vrindavana Dham and manifests his pastimes in this material world. Swayam Bhagavan performs pastimes as like a human being. Lokavat Lila Koi Balam. God Himself manifests just like a human being in this world and performs His pastimes. If any person with faith hears this katha, verifies this katha, remembers this katha, serves, the person will directly attain the abode of Lord. Means the person will deliver from this material world and will go to the abode of Lord. Yesterday, I have told you about Bhagavat-katha. The Bhagavata is directly the embodiment of the limbs of God. So it's the avatar. The Bhagavatam is like the bridge to make the human beings cross the ocean of material existence. That's why I worship Bhagavatam, which is Lord Himself, who has the complexion like the tamal tree. He's so merciful. So the way to attain to the spiritual world, there's a bridge. You know, bridge. There's a bridge. Just like, Swayam Bhagavan, Sri Ramchandra, to go to Lanka, he built a bridge over the ocean with the help of his army of monkeys. In the same way, this material world is called Maya Samsara, the material world. What is the bridge? The Srimad-Bhagavatam is the bridge. If anyone takes shelter of this Bhagavatam, very easily you'll be able to attain the abode of Lord. Tamadi Devam Koranidam, He's an ocean of mercy, Lord. He's Swayam Bhagavan. He's the friend of all the living entities. Just like a friend helps another friend, helps out his friend. So in the same way, Swayam Bhagavan, to deliver the living entities, Bhagavan manifests himself as the Srimad-Bhagavatam. So if you take shelter of the Bhagavatam, the jiva very easily can go to the abode of Lord. Especially in this Kali Yuga, what can we do of sadhana and bhajan? You sit down to chant holy names in the Japamala, you start thinking about so many material things, isn't it? Who does not think about material things? Raise your hand. When you chant holy names, who is not thinking about material things? Do you think about material things? What do you think about? Material things. Isn't it? Cannot do bhajan. He's saying, I don't think about material things. Prabhuji is saying, he's not thinking. He's saying, he's only thinking. Because the only object is Krishna, Vishai. Anyway, just need to listen to the Bhagavatam. Later I'll tell more. The Bhagavatam, this Srimad-Bhagavatam, has 12 cantos. So I gave you some small introduction. There are things or paintings. Oh, things. 12 cantos, 335 chapters, and 18,000 shlokas. The Bhagavata is directly the very delicious, juicy, tasty, ripen, without seed, without skin, only is juice and juice, beautiful fruit. When it becomes ripen, directly is touched by the beak of the parrot. Touched by the parrot means the parrot touches it, touches like with beak, touch. So the fruit was about to fall, like because it's ripened. But if a parrot comes at this moment and little bit like kisses, like just big, how to say, a little bit touches the fruit, and then the fruit falls after, and the fruit will be even more tastier. It will be tastier. Nigama kalpataru. Wow, so delicious, Srimad-Bhagavatam. This ripened fruit of the Bhagavatam, so beautiful and delicious. It's Shuka here, it means Shukadeva Gosvami. It was manifested by Shukadeva Goswami, preached in this world by Shukadeva Goswami. Yesterday I also spoke that when Shukadeva Goswami sat down to glorify the Srimad-Bhagavatam, Parikit Maharaj, in the assembly of Parikit Maharaj, at that time, great rishis were also there. Great rishis were also there. Like now, Vyasadeva was also there in that assembly. He's the grandfather of Shukadeva Goswami, means the father of Vyasadeva, Parashara Rishi. What is his name? So the father of Shukadeva Goswami. He was also present in that assembly. Even great rishis, saints, were also there. There were 88? 88? 88,000 rishis were there. 88,000 rishis were there. Karmi, Gyanis, yogis, all of them, they were present in that assembly. But all of them, they were so eager to hear Harikatha, specifically from Shukadeva Goswami Pada. Why? Just like now, Prabhuji told, Shukadeva Goswami was not an ordinary person. In his previous life, he was directly the pet parrot of Srimati Radhika. Like her own pet parrot, like raised by her. Srimati Radhika herself gave mantra to him. The Vaishnavas describe this. In the transcendental world, apart Goloka Vrindavan, Srimati Radhika herself in Barshana, she was feeding beautiful reddish seeds of pomegranate to the parrot. And she was saying what? Fala que vai mandar a gravação. Já. Está gravando, né? Está gravando. Srimati Radhika was chanting the names of Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, and saying, oh, chant the name of Krishna. Krishna kaho. Shukadeva Gosvami Pada. He also told his previous life story. The story in the Puranas also explained. The baby parrots shook. Parrots are very restless. So he fled away from Barshana and came to Nandagaon, where Krishna himself was playing with his friends. And then parrot was on the branches of the tamal tree, and with the same voice of Srimati Radhika, he was singing Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna saw, where is Srimati Radhika? Where is Srimati Radhika? Krishna saw that on the top of the branches of the tamal tree, there was a small parrot sitting there. Then Krishna caught that parrot. And Krishna told, hey parrot, don't chant my name, you should chant the name of Radha. So in this moment, Radharani came. Srimati Radhika came. Srimati Radhika told Krishna, this parrot is mine. Give me back. Krishna said, parrots, they fly everywhere. They are not mine, not yours. He came to me. He's mine, actually, because he just came to me. So they started to have a loving quarrel. Then in this moment, Srimati Radhika complained to Mother Yashoda. She came to Mother Yashoda and complained. Then Mother Yashoda came and Mother Yashoda caught the hand of Krishna and took that parrot from the hand of Krishna, snatched from the hand of Krishna and gave to Srimati Radhika. Mother Yashoda said, Gopal, your father, Nanda Maharaj, is waiting for you to take prasad, to eat. Without you, he will not start eating. Let's go eat. Let's go to have some food. After that, Srimati Radhika brought that parrot back to Barshana. And the parrot was singing, chanting the name of Radha. And Srimati Radhika said, don't chant my name, chant the name of Krishna. So now the parrot was like in a dilemma. Which name should I chant and which name shouldn't I chant? So he was thinking, Srimati Radhika is my Diksha Guru because she gave me mantra first. Srimati Radhika gave him the Krishna mantra. And and Krishna after gave me the Radha mantra. So I got two mantras, Krishna mantra and Radha mantra. So I have like Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. Who is my Diksha Guru? And Shiksha Guru who is? Our Acharyas explain. There's no difference between Diksha and Shiksha Gurus. So let's me chant them both names. So the maha-mantra we chant, in this maha-mantra is what? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. First the name of Srimati Radhika is there. After that we're singing the name of Krishna. One of the main names of Srimati Radhika is Hara. Hara means one who steals, captivates the mind of Krishna. She's Hara. Srimati Radhika, her beautiful qualities, pastime, sweetness, She completely steals the mind of Krishna. That's why her name is Hara. But Hara, in the vocative case, Sambodhan Pad, becomes Hore. Means, Hey Srimati Radhika. Sorry, Krishna means attracts. He attracts all the living entities toward him. The Krish dhatu, Krish verbal root, means one who attracts. And now means he destroys all bad things and gives us prem. Swayam Bhagavan. With this beautiful prema madhurya, sweetness of his love, he attracts all the living entities. And he delivers us from all material contaminations, material desires, material attachments, and at the same time, he gives us prem. That's why his name is Krishna. No. Our acharyas explain. What's the name of the couple? Some people say, oh, we have to start in the Hare Ram. Some people say. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. But it's not the evidence in our scriptures. Vyasadeva wrote one book, and this book is clearly explained what is the maha-mantra of Kali Yuga. All yugas have different maha-mantra. The maha-mantra of Kali Yuga is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vyasadeva wrote in the book clearly, and we have to accept this maha-mantra specifically as it is. But some people, they want to start from Hare Ram and saying, oh, Hari came first, then Ram came after, and then Krishna came, like in order. But this is not the proper conception. First Hari, then Ram, then Krishna. Hari. So we always should have surrender to our Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. So one day Srimati Radhika, she told, hey Shuka, go to the material world, go to the earth planet. People there are suffering so much, they're so unhappy, miserable. Is there anyone happy in this world? Raise your hand. The name of this world is Dunya. What did I say? Dunya. It's like a miserable world. The name Dunya means miserable place, like sadness place. So from the verb root dun, the word dunya comes. Dun means dukkha, means suffering, sad, distress. So everyone in this world is unhappy. Is there anyone happy? There's no one happy. You get a little bit some happiness, but that is also, after some time, it's only unhappiness, distress. The poor person says, those who are rich, they are happy. The rich says, those who are richer than me, they are happy. The very rich person says, the king certainly is happy. The king says, the emperor is happy. The emperor says, Indra is happy. You know Indra, the king of Swarga. Indra says, I'm not happy. Who is happy? Brahma is happy, who lives in Satyaloka, you know. Brahma says, I'm also not happy. Who is happy? One who chants holy names. Those who chant holy names, they are happy indeed. Chant holy names and be happy. This is the slogan of Gaudiya Matha. You know, like some politicians, they also have like slogans. slogans. But the slogan, I don't know if this is English proper word, I don't know, slogan, I'm saying it right? Slogan of Gaudiya Matha is chant holy names and be happy.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Okay, let's come to the katha. Srimati Radhika told, hey Suk, go to the material world, go. Preach our katha there. Because the people here, they're so unhappy. How to be free from these sufferings? Only preach our katha, preach bhagavata-katha there in the material world. Srimati Radhika told Shuka. Then the parrot said, hey Gurudev, I go to the material world. Maya will catch me. Shastra explains. It's true. Even a liberated person, can be bound by Maya. A liberated person who is staying in this material world, Maya tries to catch him also. No, come to the material world. He didn't want to come. Srimati Radhika said, hey Shuk, parrot, go. You have to follow the order of the Guru without hesitation. The bona fide disciple must follow the instruction of the Guru. It's do or die. Go. Go to the material world and preach our Bhagavat-katha there. At the time, Srimati Radhika herself said, hey Shuk, my blessing hands are over your head. My hand is upon your head. So Maya will never touch you. Guru Pada Padma gives blessings with his hands. Maya cannot touch that person. Shukadeva Gosvami told, in this way, receiving the blessing words of Srimati Radhika, obtaining her blessings. I decided that I would follow the orders of my Guru and that I would preach the orders of my Guru and her katha about my Guru. But look, if you're coming from the spiritual world to the material world, you must not take shelter of any mother or father. Shastra explains. So what did he do? Appeared from the womb of a bird as a egg. No, egg. Egg means baby of the bird is an egg. So it was very winter time in the Amarnath, area full of snowy area. In that place, Shiva, Parvati were having the conversation. Devi Parvati was hearing the Bhagavat-katha from Shiva. It's called Amar Katha. So this is, and the Bhagavat-katha is known as Amar Katha. She was telling Amar Katha to Parvati, and exactly on that same place, on the branch of a tree, on the nest, this parrot appeared as an egg. And the mother parrot, his mother, had gone somewhere to find grains and food. He was alone. But then suddenly a wind came. Like gust of wind, isn't it? Like some wind came, gush of wind, and then he fell from the nest. And then he fell exactly where Devadideva Mahadev was telling Amar Katha to Devi Parvati, Bhagavat-katha. He fell there. But it was so like this very cold wind. You know, this snowy place, like full of snow. So he fainted. Of the cold. But then hearing Bhagavat-katha from the mouth of Shiva, immediately, again life came back in his body, in the body of the parrot. And when Shiva was telling the katha, at that moment Devi Parvati, she fell asleep. The story is very long, but I'm just making the summary. She had to make the hum, like she had to say So Devi Parvati, first canto, second canto, fifth canto she was hearing, but then when came to the fifth canto, she felt some, the subject matter was very complicated, this part of the Bhagavatam. That's why Devi closed her eyes, fell asleep. So after the Harikatha, Shuka, the parrot, the sound the parrot started imitating the sound of Parvati's just like copying really the sound of Parvati making So he was saying like After the katha finished, Shivaji opened his eyes and he saw that Devi was sleeping. Devi, hey! What the? Oh my lord. Oh, I felt I felt sleepy, then I just dozed off. But who listened to my katha? I told I will not tell my katha to anyone. Who has listened to it? Then Shivaji saw there was a parrot on the branch of a tree. Oh, this parrot heard it. Then Shiva took his trident, started running behind him. Shuka was flying, and left until Badrika Ashram, where Vyasadevji was with his wife, Birtika. Telling Bhagavat-katha to her. And Birtika, she was hearing with so much eagerness, and she was even like, her mouth was open, like while she was listening. So the parrot flew and entered her mouth and came inside her belly. Then Shivji came and said, Vyasadeva ji, have you seen a bird? Bird? What's happening? Mahadeva, from when did you start to hunt birds? No, I'm not hunting birds. Because an unqualified person has listened to my Amar Katha. Okay. Vyasadeva asked, Mahadeva, tell me one thing. What is the fruit of listening to your Amar Katha? What happens if we listen to it? The person becomes immortal. Amar means immortal. The person listens to Amar Katha becomes immortal. Oh yeah? Okay, so look, if that bird has listened to your Amar Katha, he became immortal, so how can you kill him? Shivaji said, oh, that's right. This is true, you're right. Shivaji came back. So the parrot was staying inside the womb of Birtika for 16 years. Some Shastra explains. For 13 years. Some Vaishnavas and other Shastras say 16, some 13, some 16. One day, Vyasadeva ji, to try to protect the womb of Bhitika, Vyasadeva told, "Who are you inside? Come out, your mother is suffering." Then a person inside told, "I don't want to come out because Maya will catch me." At that moment, Vyasadeva told, "Vyasa Narayana Swayam. I am directly the avatar of Narayana. I give you my word. Maya won't touch you." But the voice was coming from inside the womb. "No, no, I don't trust your words. I don't rely on you. If directly Bhagavan comes here, appears here, then, and he gives me his word, then I'll trust." Then Swayam Vyasadeva ji became in Samadhi, started to meditate, and remembered Swayam Bhagavan, made him manifest there. Swayam Bhagavan appeared, and then Swayam Bhagavan appearing there, he said, "Hey, baby in the womb, I give you my word, I'm Swayam Bhagavan. I'll give you my word. Come out of your mother's womb. I'll give you my word. Come out of the womb of your mother." You know, imagine if you put mustard seed on the blade of a sword. For how long that the mustard seed can just remain on the blade of the sword? For that small moment, you have to come out from the womb. You have to come out of the womb. And then Shukadeva believes in the words of Bhagavan. He came out of the womb of his mother. It's just like a very healthy, beautiful, youthful, 16-year-old boy. So beautiful his form. Lotus eyes. Method locks. Dragon cabelo. Beautiful clothes. He was naked. He came out, started running towards the forest. In the Srimad-Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Gosvami told Parikshit Maharaj, "Paranishthito Brahmane Asmi." Hey Parikshit Maharaj, before I wanted to merge in the Nirvishesh Brahma. That's why when I came out from the womb of my mother, I started running towards the forest. This is his pastimes. By seeing him, by having his darshan, all the living beings, animals, birds, trees, everyone became intoxicated by prema. Later, Suta Gosvami told Shaunakadi rishis about the glories of Shukadeva Goswami Pada. My Gurudev is not an ordinary person. What is the symptom of a bona fide disciple? A bona fide disciple glorifies his Guru. Of all kinds of meditations, the topmost meditation is dhyana, mulam, guru, murti. Swami Bhagavan told, first you have to worship your own Guru, meditate on him, Guru dhyana. Worship Guru. You see, before worshipping the Bhagavatam, we worship to whom? To Guru Pada Padma. Of all the pujas we do, the topmost is the puja to the lotus feet of Gurudev. Of all kinds of mantras, the meaning of all the mantras is actually following the instructions of the Guru. Mantra mulam Guru bhagam and moksha mulam Guru kripa. The way of liberation is actually the mercy of Guru. When I say mukti here, Vishnu Namba Angari Mukti means to attain the feet of Bhagavan is mukti, liberation. Or also our acharyas explain even further. Mukti Janata by the mercy of Gurudev, when you realize your own spiritual form. So after realizing your spiritual form with your transcendental body, you will serve the transcendental Lord. This is real mukti, liberation. There are many definitions of mukti. Many definitions, yes. To be free from this material world, it's also mukti. To be free from disease, from the distresses, many kinds of liberations. But the topmost mukti, definition of mukti is by the mercy of Gurudev. You realize your spiritual form, and with your spiritual form, you directly engage in the service of Bhagavan. This is mukti. Okay, coming back to the katha. I'm saying this because Suta Gosvami told this katha to Shaunakadi rishi. So when Shukadeva Gosvami entered in the forest, Yashoda was running after him, calling out, "Oh my son, Haputra." But Shukadeva was like going towards the forest, and then Vyasadevji told some hunters, "Look, there's a parrot in the forest. A parrot. Please catch him and bring it to me." How will you catch him? Recite 2 verses. So Vyasadeva taught 2 verses to the hunters about the beautiful qualities of Krishna and about the beautiful form of Krishna. In this world, some people might be beautiful, but maybe the person has no qualities. The person maybe has a lot of qualities, but it's not beautiful. Person maybe has qualities, but not beautiful. But Bhagavan is both. He's gorgeous, and so many qualities he has. He's incomparable. Cannot compare with anything else. Unique and unparalleled. His beautiful form, his beautiful qualities, 64 qualities. Swayam Bhagavan Brajendra Nandan Shyamasu. Especially he has 4 extraordinary qualities. Extraordinary qualities. Means what to speak of someone being higher than him. No one can be even equal to him. As Samardha Tata, incomparable. Rupa Madhurya, the beautiful form of Krishna. His form cannot even be explained. Prema Madhurya, his beautiful love, sweet love, cannot be compared to any other love. Lila Madhurya, his beautiful pastimes. What can I tell you? And Venu Madhurya. So Lila Madhurya, no, so Rupa Madhurya, Lila Madhurya, Venu Madhurya, and Prema Madhurya. So beautiful. And Vyasadeva told 2 verses. Shukadeva Gosvami told his own life history, and he explained this. Oh, Parikit Maharaj, Paranishthito Brahmane Asmi. I wanted to merge in Brahma, but then these hunters told these two verses taught by my father, glorifying the form and the past and the qualities of Krishna. So when I heard these verses, I left the meditation in Brahma. Later we'll tell more. I'm just telling to here. This verse, Aho bhagyam. The sister of Bakasur, Putana. She came disguised as a mother. She came ready to kill a 6-day-old boy, Gopal. And she put in her breast the Kalkut venom, terrible poison. Externally, she dressed as a mother. Aho bhagyam stanakala kutam. Jigamsa means she came to kill him, ready to kill him. But Bhagavan destroyed her body of Putana and sent her to nitya Goloka. It's like the servant of Mother Yashoda. Who could be more merciful than Lord Krishna? The qualities of Bhagavan. So these are the qualities of Bhagavan. And his form, Marhapiram Natavaravaka. Oh, sorry. His beautiful three-bent-fold form, Krishna. When he goes for cow grazing with his friends, his form is so beautiful, three-bent-fold. He's putting his hand around the shoulders of his friends, and with his side-long glances, Krishna is still in the heart of the gopis and manifesting many kinds of bhavs. So he was wearing the Vajanti Mala garland that the gopis had given him. He was yellow cloth, flute in his hand, with his lips, lower and upper lips. Krishna is calling everyone. He's making everyone dance. He's attracting everyone. Karnika flowers, sometimes he puts it behind one ear, sometimes another ear. Wow. When Krishna walks in Vrindavan, and the dust of Vrindavan is full of the footprints of Krishna's feet. Footprints of Krishna with the symbols of flag, elephant gore. There are 19 symbols directly present in the footprints of Krishna. And Brahma and great demigods, seeing these footprints, they start to do arati to the footprints. The Srimad-Bhagavatam describes Brida means Brahmaji and great demigods. They worship the footprints of Krishna. And they see these footprints and they're following these footprints and doing study prayers to the footprints. Brahma-samhita explains, I worship Adi Purush Govinda. He's the Supreme Lord of all the universes. Not one, unlimited billions of universes. Not one, unlimited millions of universes. He's the Lord of all these universes. Brajendranand Shama Sundar. When he walks in Vrindavan and behind him Brahma and all Indra and all the Dikpalas, protector of directions, all of them offer flowers. Bhagavatam explains. Later we'll describe more. The 10th canto of the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam describes all this. The Bhagavatam, the 10th canto, is like the smiling face of Krishna. When Krishna enters Vrindavan, the trees, the creepers, how they welcome Krishna. It's like the bona fide guru when he comes to the house of his bona fide disciple. The bona fide disciple offers flowers to his guru. Welcomes his guru with flowers. Or also Vishwanath Chakravarti explains, just like when the king, emperor, after winning in many countries, when he comes back to his own country, at that time, his subjects from his own country, how they welcome the king. So 1108 ghee lamps are used to welcome the king. Some Shastra explains, like Garga-samhita. There are many descriptions about this. When Krishna enters in Vrindavan, look, these trees, how the trees, they welcome to Krishna. They welcome Krishna. Even the sound of the conch, they are blowing. How they are making the sound of the conch? No, blowing the conch. Because the branches of the trees, they start to rub against each other. And the sound of the conch is coming with that, by that. In our Indian culture, the sound of the conch is super auspicious. Uludhwani also. In Bengali, if you don't go, they give the uludhwani. People here, they don't give uludhwani. Somebody gives. This is Mangal Vachak, auspicious sound. Some people laugh out of it. But Shastra explains it is an auspicious sound. Auspicious indication. Sound of conch also. Garga-samhita and other Puranas also describe. Anyway, let's continue. In Radha, there's so many beautiful glories. So Shukadeva Gosvami himself told him, Maharaj Parikshit, When I heard from the lotus mouth of my father, Vyasadeva, only two things, two kathas, two verses, I gave up the meditation in Brahma. I gave it up. And I surrendered myself to the feet of my father. And my father himself, from his lotus mouth, he explains me the Bhagavat-katha. Means my father told me the Bhagavat-katha himself. And this katha, now I am telling to you. Coming back to the katha. Bhagavat-katha is so sweet. Who does not want to hear Bhagavat-katha? Only one person. Forgive me, please. Forgive me. Who? The cruel hunter. The person who kills animals. Butcher. Is there any evidence for this? Yes. Srimad-Bhagavatam explains clearly. Who does not want to hear Bhagavat-katha? Those who are understanding that this world is full of sufferings, and they see that the world has no essence. They want to merge in Brahma because they see this material world is very bad. Even these kind of people like Advaitavadis who want to merge in Brahma, if they hear Bhagavat-katha, they'll give up the meditation in Brahma. They'll give up. The person is suffering in this world. If they also hear Bhagavat-katha, they'll also forget all his sufferings. The sufferings of this world will not be able to touch this person. Who doesn't want to hear Bhagavat-katha? Which katha? The katha of Braj, Braj-lila katha. Suta Gosvami says, Asavata-besha. Material talks like a prostitute. Material talk. Material mundane talk. It's like prostitute. Also, the liberation is like the mouth of a tiger, ready to swallow you. Even the katha of Lakshmi Narayan. We may have the only taste for the Braja, Radha Krishna's pastimes of Braj. So the life history of Shukadeva Gosvami. I just, in summary, I presented to you the life history of Shukadeva Goswami. And we'll continue
गली गली राम नाम के लिए मोती मैं बिखराऊं गली गली मैं बिखराऊं गली गली रे कोई राम रे कोई गली गली राम नाम के लिए मोती मैं बिखराऊं जय जय श्री राम जय जय श्री राम। अभी श्रीमद् भागवत हम आगे कीर्तन करने का प्रयास कर रहा हूँ।
I'll try to verify some of the Bhagavat-katha to you. The context of katha is that once the rishis headed by Shaunakadi, they were in Namsharanya. They had just performed their 5 sacrifice. It was Kali Yuga, beginning of Kali Yuga. What is the duty of the human beings in Kali Yuga? We're thinking this. In that time, by the desire of Lord, Suta Gosvami appears in that assembly. That time, all the rishis, they raised from their asana. They stood up when he arrives, because the scriptures explain, if the superiors come, if a superior person is present, the etiquette is that we should respect him. How? By standing up from our seats, and with a lot of humility, we should offer him a place to sit, and then after that, then we should sit on our own seats back. So in this way, Suta Gosvami Pad, when you are entering the assembly of the Shaunakadi rishis, all those rishis, they immediately, automatically, they naturally stood up and they offered the seat to Suta Goswami Pad, offered a seat, offered him a seat. Then at that time the rishis, they made 6 questions to Suta Goswami. How many questions? 6. Only 6, not more. So actually these 6 questions, the answer to these 6 questions are the 18,000 slokas of the Bhagavatam. So in the end of Dwapara, Swayam Bhagavan, from his pastimes and left. When Krishna went to his own abode, Kali Yuga started. That's why the Shaunakadi rishis, they inquired from Suta Goswami 6 questions. Not more than that. How many questions? Only how many questions? 6. The answers to these questions are the Srimad-Bhagavatam. Someday, I told the Bhagavatam is eternal. We call Bhagavat-katha Jagya. It's eternal. Still, from time immemorial, it's going on. Like it's eternal. Swayam Bhagavan told this katha to Lakshmi. Sometimes also Lakshmi told Narayana Bhagavat-katha. There are many occasions where the Bhagavatam was spoken. Different speakers, different listeners. In different occasions, the Bhagavatam was different. The context. But now, this katha which we are going to describe, this happened in Naimisharanya, at the banks of the Gomati river. This Acharyas explained. That time, the rishis, so the first question they asked to Suta Goswami is, Hey Gurudev, hey Brahma, you who know past, present and future, tell me please, what is the only Shreya, benefit, auspiciousness for the living entities? Topmost benefit for the living entities. What are the only auspiciousness, the best thing for all the living entities? Please tell me. The second question was, how Lord Sri Hari, the Atma, can be happy, and how the soul can be happy. Please tell me about this. Third, Krishna, Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva, for which reason has appeared from the womb of Devaki? Please tell me about this. Fourth question was, Krishna and Balaram did beautiful pastimes. Please tell me this. Fifth question was, there are many avatars of Lord. Please tell me leelas of other avatars. Sixth question was, Swayam Bhagavan, Sri Hari, after performing his pastimes, he went to the abode of Lord. At that time, Dharma took shelter of what? Please tell me. Suta Gosvami told beautifully the answers to these 6 questions. 4 questions, answers, 4 answers are in the first canto only. And the second, 2 more questions are answered in the other cantos. All other cantos. So 4 questions are already answered in the first canto itself, and 2 questions more in the other cantos also. So Lo Maharshan Sut, his disciple, or also son, is Suta Goswami. Lo Maharshan was speaker of the Puranas. Which speaker? Puranas. Not speaker of the Bhagavatam. When Baladev Prabhu came in his assembly, he did not honor Baladev Prabhu. He didn't stand up to honor Baladev when he arrived. Baladev Prabhu is Guru Tattva. Directly bhagavata-katha Guru Tattva. Gurudev is coming, but he did not honor the Guru. That's why Baladeva took one kush grass and cut his head off. All the listeners who were in the assembly became shocked. Oh, now we listen Hare Katha from home. Then Baladeva Prabhu, what did he do? Put his hand on the head of Lo Maharshan Sut, that son of Lo Maharshan, and put him sitting on the asan. By the mercy of Baladev Prabhu, all the tattvas, everything automatically manifests in the heart of that son. son of Maharshi.
भजन साधन आदि
Guru
करके
Kripa Hi Kevalam.
भगवान के प्राप्त कार्य न करें,
Maybe by bhajana sadhana we can attain God or not. There's a doubt.
किंतु
By
देखो
bhajana
कि
sadhana.
गुरु की कृपा
But
प्राप्त
if somebody
करते
attains the
हैं,
mercy of the Guru,
तो वही सहज
very easily you can get everything.
है।
Very easily.
ये कहते गुरु कृपा ही
Guru
केवल
Kripa Hi Kevalam. Only the
जीवन में
mercy
हमें
of
कुछ
Guru
लेना नहीं है,
can
एक
do
ही
everything for us.
हमें
No need
लेना
to
है,
see anything in life. Only one thing we have to
गुरु कृपा ही।
focus. How to get the mercy of the Guru.
समय संक्षेप है,
Time is brief.
इसलिए इसमें तो तत्व
That's why time is short. That's why
विचार विवेचन करके हमारे आचार्य पादों ने
I'll not be able to speak in details about Guru Tata, but our acharyas explain so many beautiful things about Guru Tata.
हरु रुष्टे गुरु प्रता और गुरु रुष्टे यदि हरि इसलिए
If Shri Hari, Bhagavan, is angry with you,
अप्रसन्न हो जाए,
he's not happy with you,
तो गुरु
the Guru can protect you.
और गुरु यदि
But
अप्रसन्न
if
हो
the Guru
जाए,
isn't happy with you,
स्वयं श्री हरि भी
even
तुम्हें
Shri Hari will not
साथ नहीं देंगे।
save you.
इसलिए हमारे एक चरम लक्ष्य है
So our only topmost goal,
कृपा ही केवल गुरु प्रसन्न है।
how the Guru might be pleased.
गुरुदेव की प्रसन्नता ही हमारी मूल लक्ष्य है।
Our main goal is to please Gurudev.
टारगेट एक ही है,
These are only target.
गुरु प्रसन्न है। इसलिए तो मैंने कहा सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद अपने जीवन कथा का
So Shukadeva Gosvami told me, to please my Gurudeva Srimati Radhika is that's why I came to the material world. Shukadeva Goswami told. I came to please my Gurudev.
सुता गोस्वामी का बहुत सुंदर वर्णन किया। ये मैं
So Shukadeva Goswami explained, Suta Goswami. Suta Goswami said, I was in that assembly. In that assembly where Shukadeva Goswami himself
परीक्षित महाराज जी का
was telling Katha to Parikshit Maharaj, I was there.
मैं सत्य श्रवण किया।
I directly heard.
कहा जाता है
This is called
आदु
Adu Guru Mukhat Hare Katha.
हरि कथा श्रवण
Shravana. First you must hear Hare Katha from the lotus mouth of
गुरुदेव
Gurudev.
के मुखारविंद से हरि कथा श्रवण करना।
You must hear it from Hare Katha from the lotus mouth of Gurudev. Guru here means Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru.
मेरा अपराध हो
Please
जाए।
don't take my offense.
दीक्षा गुरु और
May,
शिक्षा गुरु की ही
may I not make any offense. It means also Diksha Guru and Shiksha
दीक्षा
Guru.
गुरु एक होते हैं और शिक्षा गुरु
Diksha Guru is one, but Shiksha Gurus are many.
इस हमारे आचार्य पाद कहते हैं
So Acharyas explain.
आदु गुरु मुखात
First you have to listen to Hare Katha from the lotus mouth of Guru.
उसमें बल रहता है, शक्ति रहता है।
Then you feel
मैंने इस कथा
that,
मेरे
confidence.
गुरुदेव से श्रवण
I've
किया।
heard this from the lotus mouth of my Gurudeva. This is your confidence, self-confidence.
ये मेरा मैं गुरुदेव ने जो कहा
What my Gurudev told,
ये सत्य है।
it's true. It's the topmost absolute truth.
मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, सुता गोस्वामी
Why I'm
पाद
saying this? Suta Goswami Pad
शौनकादि ऋषि के निकट इस कथा को श्रवण करा।
told this to
ये
Shaunakadi rishi.
श्रीमद्-भागवत में सुता गोस्वामी पाद शौनकादि ऋषि के निकट
So Suta Goswami is telling the Bhagavat-katha to Shaunakadi rishi. He is telling what happened in the katha
उसी कथा के
in the assembly of Shukadeva and Parikshit. So the Bhagavata is what? Suta telling Shaunakadi rishis what he heard from Shukadeva in the assembly of Parikshit.
सुता उवाच
That's why sometimes it's like Suta Uvacha, Suta told,
उवाच
Shaunakadi Uvacha, the rishis told, Shaunakadi rishi told. These words are used.
पहली प्रश्न के उत्तर बहुत सरल है। ये जीवों की श्रेय कल्याण किसमें है?
So first answer is very easy. What is the topmost Shreya, topmost benefit, auspiciousness for the living entity? Is to do Hari Bhakti. We got the human body. How did we get the human body?
शास्त्रों में एक स्टेटमेंट दिया गया पद्म पद पुराण
Shastra explains in the Padma Purana.
ऐसे मुझे शरीर नहीं प्राप्त
We didn't get easily this body.
लक्षणी स्थावरा लक्षणी सती कृमया लक्षण संप्रतो 30 लक्ष
900,000 species we spend in the water.
10 लक्षण
1 million species of birds, 3 million of species of animals, 400,000 species of human beings. How did we get this body of human being? First, we spent 900,000 lives as insects or other small, very small living beings in the water, fish also. So many living beings in the water. We were these insects and other living beings, like fish, like it's kind of fish, so many. And 2 million birds as like plants and trees. Krimaya Rudra Sankaka. You know the stool worm insects. How many species like this? How many lives? 1,100,000. That's a Lakshani Pakshina. 1 million is like birds. 1 million lives like birds. 3 million lives like cows, buffaloes, dogs, hogs, etc. This is 8 million lives. Now, 400,000 species as human beings. 400,000 like human beings. And so many so-called human beings, Gurudev used to say. Like for two-legged animals. Two-legged animals. Why? Because we didn't do bhajan. I'm not talking about me, please forgive me. I'm talking about myself. Only 400,000 species in so-called human being species being born in the jungle in Africa, even eating cannibalism. You know this? Cannibalism, you call it in English? Cannibals. Like they catch some also ghosts, witches, and sucking their blood. Like this kind of lives. They call themselves human beings, but they have 2 hands, 2 legs. But they eat human beings and so many other things, bad things. Live just like animals, really. But by the mercy of Bhagavan, by the mercy of Gurudev, they gave a place in their lotus feet. We're trying to become human beings now. So that's why Shastra explains, the Vedas explain one word, one expression. Manushya Bano, become a human being. What is a mana of human being? It's not enough to have 2 legs and 2 arms to be a human being. Manushya is someone. Those who don't do Bhagavat-bhajana, they are not called human beings, they are called animals. There are many verses in the Bhagavatam. Time is also short. Those who do bhajan, they are really like demigods. Even like higher than human beings. So what is the topmost Sriya, auspiciousness? Bhagavat-bhajana. Just explains. The trees are the plants. They are drinking water also with the roots. They are drinking water standing in the same place. Do you think they don't breathe? They breathe as well, the trees. So the human beings who are not doing bhajan, they are like trees, like in dirt, staying in the same place. Bhagavan says, I gave you a beautiful body for what? To do my bhajan. I gave you feet, legs for what? To do parikrama of my dham, to do parikrama of Tulsi. No, Navadip Dham, Vrindavan Dham. So beautiful legs God gave you. At least do the parikrama in the temple. If you cannot go to the dham, you can also make the mandir in your house, the temple in your house. Your house should not be the cemetery or crematorium. You know, murda, dead bodies. Those who are eating fish and animals, eating meat, their house is cemetery or crematorium. Crematorium. It's pure or impure? What do you think? That's why Shastra explains no. You should not eat bad things. You should keep your house a pure temple. That's why Shreyam, only one Shreya, only one auspiciousness. The bhajana of Bhagavan. Second question was, this question is saying, how Lord and the soul can be pleased. Savaipum Samparodormo. If you do bhajan to Bhagavan Sri Hari, if you serve to Lord, the soul will be pleased and Lord also will be pleased. So all the human beings, they have only one topmost goal. So worship and serve Sri Hari. To worship Sri Hari, Bhagavan, Seva. How to serve him? Ahituki apratihata. Causeless, without any cause. If you're doing bhajan with cause, like some motivation, no, it's not. Should be causeless. Apratihata means incessantly, uninterrupted, just like the honey flow. If you pour some honey from a jar, the honey will flow in a continuous line. So in the same way, Bhagavat-bhajana should also be like that. Third question. Swayam Bhagavan. Why did he appear from the womb of Devaki, the son of Vasudeva? Why? So this in the 10th canto will be described. Fourth question is, oh sorry, this is the fourth. Okay, third. For which reason Vasudeva Bhagavan appeared from the womb of Devaki? Please tell me. Fourth question is, please describe me the glorious deeds of Bhagavan. Like for example, the Katha of Krishna and Balaram. They appeared in this world, they performed many pastimes. Please tell me these Lila Kathas. Fifth question is that Bhagavan, his avatars, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, etc. There are so many avatars. Tell me some avatar kathas. Sixth question. Swayam Bhagavan Sri Hari, when he went to his own abode, Dharma took shelter of what?
ये कथा नहीं सुना।
Please tell me.
इसी कथा को सुंदर रूप में सिरो
Suta Gosvami described this katha in a very beautiful way. He told this to the Shaunakadi rishi in a beautiful way. Especially
परीक्षित महाराज के कैसे परीक्षित महाराज राजा भी
so he told the story of Parikshit Maharaj, how he became the king, how Parikshit Maharaj, being the king, he
दिग्विजय भी किया और
क्या किया? विराट
तथा
क्या किया?
कली की भी कैसे दमन किया
He subdued Kali Maharaj. All the stories there.
और फिर कैसे
Then also how he
कलयुग में
in Kali
कली
Yuga,
की प्रभाव
how the influence of Kali Maharaj was there.
जिससे स्वयं महाराज परीक्षित
Then Swayam Maharaj Parikshit himself,
सिंगी के
he was
द्वारा
cursed by Sringi, the son of Samik Rishi.
और इसके पश्चात
And then after that,
स्वयं परीक्षित महाराज
son of Samik Rishi, Sringi.
अपने सभा में बुलाए
Then Parikshit Maharaj called many rishis in his assembly.
श्रृंगी ऋषि
Why? Because Sringi Rishi means
समित ऋषि के पुत्र
the son of Samik Rishi,
श्रृंगी
Sringi,
उन्होंने परीक्षित महाराज को
had given a curse to Parikshit Maharaj.
जिन्होंने मेरे पिताजी के गले में
He who has put
मरे हुए सांप
a dead snake on the neck of my father,
लगाया और 7 दिन के पश्चात उसकी
after 7 days he will die.
इसके पश्चात
So after that,
संग ऋषि ध्यानस्थ होकर देखा
Samik Rishi in meditation he saw. Actually, who put the dead snake was Parikshit Maharaj, the king of the country.
गर्मी के समय था।
He had come and it was like a summertime, very hot.
पानी की प्यास में
He was very thirsty.
और उस समय में ध्यानस्थ होकर
At that time, I was sitting in my ashram in meditation
और मैंने उनको पानी नहीं पिलाया
and I didn't feed him water.
और इसलिए राजा ने क्रोधित होकर के
That's why he was angry with me
मेरे गले में एक मरे हुए सांप को जोड़े
and he put on that snake on my neck.
और देखो उस समय
Then at that
स्वयं
moment,
ऋषि पर परीक्षित महाराज के सभा में आकर
the rishi came in the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj and told what had happened. Hey king,
मेरे पुत्र
my son Sringi have cursed you.
ये 7 दिन के पश्चात
After 7 days, you'll die.
और विशेष करके
Especially
तक्षक आकर के
the Takshak snake will come and it will bite you.
इस कथा को सुन करके सुखदेव
Hearing this,
परीक्षित महाराज जी
Parikshit Maharaj became very happy actually.
अपने मृत्यु संवाद समझ
Hearing that he was going to die, is there anyone who likes to hear that they're dying?
सब डर जाते हैं
Everybody will
खाना पीना सब छोड़ दे
stop eating, drinking, like it will be so
परीक्षित महाराज ने क्या
in
कहा
distress. But Parikshit Maharaj said,
अहो बात कर
wow, I'm so fortunate. I still have 7 days of life.
बेटा ने क्या कहा
Because the son of the Samik Rishi told,
ऋषि ने क्या कहा
Sringi Rishi had said
7 दिन के
that
पश्चात
after 7 days,
अत्यंत
a very
विषधर सर्प
poisonous snake,
तक्षक आकर इसको काटे
Takshak, will come
और
and
इसी से मृत्यु
bite him, and in this way they will
और
die.
परीक्षित महाराज
He
ने
will
क्या
die.
कहा?
And Parikshit said, wow, I'm so fortunate.
7 दिन तक मैं
I have 7 days of
जीवित हूँ।
life.
यहाँ पर जितने लोग बैठे हैं, कोई
So all of you
guarantee
here,
नहीं
do you have a guarantee that you'll stay alive for 7 days more?
है? देखो आगे भी कथा नहीं
So
सुना
now I'll tell you one story.
हमारे नवदीप परिक्रमा
No, every year in our Navadvipa Parikrama, always is a tradition somebody dies in the Parikrama.
परिक्रमा में एक ट्रेडिशन बन जाता है
Now it became a tradition in our Parikrama, somebody is dying in the Parikrama.
परिक्रमा के प्रारंभ में भी
And so in the beginning of the Parikrama,
है बलहरी हो गए थे
someone died.
हैं? हाँ भाई
Yes, my brother.
नवदीप धाम
In Navadvip Dham, directly. The Audaryamay Dham of Mahaprabhu, the person came to do parikrama of Mahaprabhu's Dham. It was the day of Sankalpa. Right in front of my... I didn't see, but he was staying a little bit far, but right in front of my room. The person took a bath. After bath, went to Swadham. And in the end day of the parikrama also saw another person left body. The day when we went to Mamgachi, when we go to Mamgachi, the last day, generally go to Mamgachi. Husband and wife had come for parikrama. Husband said, I will sit down, you can go. He sat down. Nearby, there was a bench. Parikrama left. After 10 minutes, news came that he had also left. This is true. In the month of Kartik also, in Rup Sanatan. This year. In this month of Kartik. Last Kartik. Person also died after bathing. When the death will come, no one knows. This is true or not? What Parikshit Maharaj is saying here? For 7 days, I will stay alive. Because the words of a rishi will never go in vain. That's why the king announced, what is my duty? You want to know his duty. Different sadhus, they came and they gave their own opinions. Karmi sadhus, Jnani sadhus, Yogi sadhus. All of kinds of sadhus, they came. Look, Parikshit Maharaj, hearing this katha, like even rishis were very far, they came next to Parikshit Maharaj. Now these started giving their own opinion. Karmi sadhu said, Maharaj, you should give donation. Give donation. And you go to Svargalok. After that, you'll go to Svargalok. The Jnani sadhu said, Maharaj, Shastra says you should meditate, try to attain liberation. Yogi sadhu said, Maharaj, you should do yoga sadhana. But in that assembly, Shukadeva Gosvami came. When Shukadeva Goswami came, all the saints, they stood up and they put him sitting in a higher platform, higher seat. Time is short. The beautiful description is there. When Shukadeva Goswami arrived in the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj, people started making fun of him, laughing at him. This madman has arrived. Some people even threw stones at him. Some threw mud, laughing. Women even covered their mouth. And laughing at him. But see, he was a Uttam Mahabhagavat, Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami was a great devotee. What can we say? The other day I told also. When Shukadeva Goswami was going to the forest, his father came behind crying, calling out, oh my son, oh my son. And the echo was saying, Kakasa Paribedana. Who is your son? Who is your father? The echo. When Shukadeva Goswami was going, there was a lake nearby. Some women was naked bathing in that lake. Shukadeva Goswami passed by. They didn't even care. They didn't feel embarrassed. But when Vyasadeva passed by, they covered their bodies. Came out of the water. Then Vyasadeva asked them, my young boy just passed by. You didn't feel any shame, nothing. You were like my great granddaughters. You saw me and you felt ashamed. How possible? So they gave a very beautiful answer, these ladies. This Shukadeva Goswami Pada is Uttama Mahabhagavata. He is not an ordinary person. When Shukadeva was present in that assembly, Parikshit Maharaj asked this question: what is the duty of someone who is about to die? At that moment, Shukadeva Goswami Pada told in a very simple way. Shukadeva Goswami Pada himself said, I'm not giving this decision. It wasn't me. Actually, this is the opinion of great saints, have already told this. My father. My grandfather, Parasar, all of them, they already told this. I'm not creating something new. This is the opinion of our acharyas. Only by chanting holy names. Nam Sankirtan. In this Kali Yuga, no need to do anything else, only Nam Sankirtan.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. और हरे नाम कीर्तन भगवत का नाम गुण रूप लीला का वही नाम कीर्तन की ही अंतर्गत है.
Actually, the katha, form, pastimes of Lord are inside the Harinam. Remembering some katha of Gurudeva, I'll tell you. Gurudeva, after giving Hari Katha, Gurudeva was in his room. Some of our devotees, Westerners, were sitting next to Gurudeva. When Gurudeva was sitting, some devotees told, hey Gurudeva, you know Krishnadas? He used to sing so well. Krishnadas has sung so well. He has done what? Very beautiful kirtan. Very nice kirtan he did. Then Gurudeva said, and what did I do? I have also done kirtan or not? What did I do? Gurudeva asked this question. And did I do kirtan or not? No one was giving answer. What is the meaning? People think that, please forgive me, those who are singing very well with a beautiful voice, many kinds of, according to rhythm, melody and everything, people think this is kirtan. But the beautiful Harikatha that Gurudev told, this is also not kirtan. This is also kirtan. So Gurudev told, very nice. Hare Namanu Kirtan. So to hear, glorify, remember the pastimes, qualities of Lord, His form. This is Kirtan. Our Rupa Goswami, In the Upadeshamritam, he describes, have to stay in Vraj. And you must listen to the beautiful pastimes of Vraj. You have to stay in Vraj. If it's not possible to stay in Vraj with your body, then with your mind, certainly you should stay in Vraj. Hearing pastimes and glorifying the pastimes. And form of Lord, His holy names. Hare Namanukirtan means this. Qualities of Lord, pastimes, beauty, all this. Nama Rupa Gun Lila, hearing and chanting. So in this way, Shukadeva Goswami told beautiful pastimes, katha to Parikrit Maharaj. So from first canto until the ninth canto, this is explaining about Sambandha Tattva. Because the Srimad-Bhagavatam describes about three tattvas. One, Sambandha Tattva. Second, Abhideya Tattva. And third, Prayojana Tattva. From the first canto until the ninth canto, it's called Sambandha Tattva. It's about Sambandha Tattva, knowledge of relationship between the soul and God. And the 11th and 12th canto is Abhideya Tattva, the process of attaining the topmost goal. Abhideya Tattva means how can you attain the goal? It's called Abhideya. 11th canto is saying, Swayam Bhagavan, of his own lotus mouth, he told many instructions to Uddhav. 11th canto. Samvad. This is called Uddhava Samvad. One is Uddhav Sandesh, another is Uddhav Samvad. Swayam Bhagavan Sri Hari, Sri Krishna, give beautiful instructions full of Tattva Siddhanta to Uddhav. This is an 11th canto. So 11th and 12th canto is Abhideya Tattva. And Prayojana Tattva, the goal, is in the 10th canto of the Srimad-Bhagavatam. About Prayojana Tattva, the goal. So Shukadeva Gosvami Pan, in this way, according to sequence, he spoke beautiful kathas. Suta Gosvami Pad, whatever he had heard from Shukadeva Goswami, Suta Goswami presented to Shaunakadi rishis. Rishis headed by Shaunakadi rishis. It's not able to glorify all the kathas in 7 days, everything which is in the 12 cantos. Still, briefly, I'll tell some kathas I will present to you. I'll try to glorify some kathas to you. So let's all, a second canto is also explaining the speciality of the Srimad-Bhagavatam. In other Puranas, sometimes they describe about 5 tattvas, 6 tattvas, but the Bhagavatam describes about 10 tattvas. What are these? Sarga, Visarga, Stan, Postan, Atya, Mantan, Isanukata, Nirodha, Mukti, and Asraya. All this is very beautiful. Time is brief. Need to describe more things. In the third canto is also very, very beautiful. How the living entities take birth, they die by the Kapil Devahuti Samvad. We see how the living beings, they take birth, and how when they are in the womb of mother during the pregnancy, the jivas are suffering so much. It's so beautiful. And Swayam Bhagavan Kapila Deva gave beautiful instructions to his mother Devahuti. Oh, my mother, always stay with the saints, in association of the saints. Swayam Bhagavan Kapil Dev told his own mother Devahuti, his katha, oh, my mother, always you stay in the association of the saints. Only Sadhu Sangha can protect us. There are two kinds of persons in this world, sadhu and asadu, saint and not saintly person, person with the demigod nature and person with asur bhava sampanna, demonic qualities. This sloka is also present in the Padma Purana and the Bhagavad Gita. There's a parallel sloka in the Bhagavad Gita. Do Bhut Swaruge Asmi. It's almost same verses present in Padma Purana and Bhagavad Gita. In the 16th chapter, in the Gita. Do Bhuta Swaruga Asmi. This sloka explains there are two kinds of people in the world, demons and devotees. Those who are devotees of Lord, they are called devas, demigods. Those who are no devotees, they are demons. There are two kinds of people in this world, demons and devotees. So the demons are the opposite of the demigods, like godly nature persons who are devotees. So if we have to associate with the saints. Saints, you should understand by the word saints means someone who is doing bhajana of Lord, who follows bhakti. There are many kinds of sadhus, this is true. Should not criticize any of them. Don't criticize any sadhu. Don't criticize any sadhu. Never. So all the jivas, they are following their own adhikar. The more they go higher, the qualification, more they can grow. For example, someone is a Kormi sadhu, someone is Gyani sadhu, Yogi sadhu, Bhakta sadhu also. In the Gita, Bhagavan describes in the Gita about persons in Sattva, Raja, Tam. Jivas, according to their own eligibility, they are progressing. The more qualified, the more the person will be able to attain the bhava of the saints. Do you understand? So we should not criticize nor glorify anyone. Nanindati, don't criticize, na prashansati. Don't glorify, no need. That's why in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says, like, no benefit. Don't criticize anyone, just chant holy names. In this way, you will conquer Lord who is unconquerable. Don't criticize anyone. So the karmi sadhu is going in the karma marga, giving charity, donations, so many things. Okay. But what is the fruit of this? The fruit of associating with the karmi sadhu. You go to Svarga Loka and higher planets. So if you associate with the saints, you go to Svarga Loka. But because of your pious deeds, you go to these higher planets. But when your punya is finished, again you have to come back to this material world. Even if you go to Satyaloka, you must come back to this material world after. But if you go to the abode of Lord, then you never come back. Bhagavan says, those who come to my eternal abode will never come back to this material world. So doing pranam to the Kormi sadhus, we will continue further. Okay, Gyani sadhus, suppose. Also follow in the Gyan path. They are striving, endeavoring for getting mukti. Dharma, Artha, Kama is three varga, three goals. The Shastra explains about a fourth goal, mukti. But even beyond that, we come to the Pancham Purushartha Krishna Prem, fifth topmost goal, Krishna Prem. So how to attain Pancham Purushartha Krishna Prem? So to attain this, we have to only associate with Shuddha Bhakta. So the sloka is coming. Satam prasangat mama vidu samvidu. You must hear the nectarian pastimes of Lord. All the kathas of Bhagavan are nectarian, but still, the Braj Lila Katha, we have to specially glorify the Braj Lila Katha. These are Siddhanta, our conceptions. Slowly, slowly, you have to be more and more qualified and enter the Braj pastimes. So first have in your heart sadhana bhakti, then you bhava bhakti, then prema bhakti will appear. In this way, Shri Kapil Dev, so the beautiful kathas to his mother Devahuti, how the jivas are suffering in this material world, is he also described. How can we stay in this womb of the mother, and how we suffered so much in the womb of mother? We should also know about the suffering in the womb of mother. So all this was described. Then later on, the fourth canto told the story of Swayambhu Manu, Swayambhuva Manu, and his wife Satyarupa. They had two sons, Priyavrata and Uttampad. The son of Uttampad was Dhruva Maharaj. So the katha of Dhruva Maharaj was also explained. It's very beautiful, interesting katha. Uttampad had two wives, Suniti and Suruchi. The son of Suniti was Dhruvaji. And the son of Suruchi, Uttam. But look, Maharaj Uttampad, he was so intoxicated by his youthful wife, his younger wife, Suruchi. He was very attached to her. And then what did he do? She was controlling the king with her qualities and beauty, Suruchi. One day what happened was that the son of Suniti, Dhruva, saw that the father, Uttampad, was sitting on his throne And next to him was Suruchi sitting next to him, and the son of Suruchi, Uttam, was also sitting on the lap of the father. The nature of boys, they want to also sit, let me also sit on the lap of my father. So the son of Suniti, Dhruva, Dhrub, he tried to come and sit on the lap of his father. Suruchi was looking. Suruchi was biting her lips. She started biting her lips. She caught the hand of Dhruva and put him down on the floor. Caught him by the hand and put him on the floor. Back on the floor. She said, you want to sit on the lap of the king? If you want to sit on the lap of the king, you must be born from my womb. And to be born from my womb, you must worship Sri Hari. So he was only 5. Dhruva was only 5. So he crying and crying, he left, went to his room, he closed the door, started crying so much. In the evening time, his mother was looking for him. What is my son? She knocked on the door. He didn't open the door. With so much difficulty, he finally opened the door. My son, why are you crying? Then Dhruva told everything. Suniti, she said, oh my son. Your stepmother, what she said is true. What is the problem? It's okay. Actually, the goal of all the human beings is the duties of everyone is to worship Sri Hari anyway. But we came to this world to do Hari Bhajan, but we are not worshipping Lord. That's why Tulasdas said, you have come to this world to do Hari Bhajan, but you're wasting time unraveling a cloth. This is not actually applied for you, only for me. Please forgive me. Involved in family affairs, taking care of babies, eating, sleeping, finding in, mating. Shastra describes. Please forgive me about my bitter words, but they are true. They are true, but looks like masala, some chili, or bitter. But I must speak the truth. Please forgive me. I'm not sitting here to give you instructions, but I need to speak the instruction of the scriptures. Gurudev used to say, my Gurudev Shilavamana Maharaj, when he used to give class, he used to say, I'm sitting here not to give you instructions. All the instructions of the scriptures are for me only. I'm just remembering them. Please forgive me. Those who are not worshipping Sri Hari, doing bhajan and sadhana, they are animals. All the living beings, they do eating, sleeping, defending and mating. These 4 activities, all of them, same, are same. So, Mother Suniti, she said, what she said? Oh my son, why are you crying? It's true. The duty of human beings is to do bhajan and sadhana. And this life of your father, one day it will finish, like it's not eternal. But if you sit on the lap of Sri Hari, your life will be successful. Today, like for example, this throne, like or this asana here, will be here. It's here today, tomorrow not anymore. It's like something temporary. Please forgive me. Even if you get many positions, all these positions, posts, one day will disappear. These posts, like temporary, everything. But if you take shelter of the feet of Sri Hari, this is eternal. So if you're a mother, you should be which kind of mother? Like Suniti. Not Durniti. Niti also means morals, ethic. Like, so mother should be Sunniti, like very perfect in morals, following all these pure behavior of the scriptures and worship of Lord. He's my topmost mother, father, friend. That person who is really actually giving me prema bhakti, giving me good instructions. Suniti said, oh my son, this is true. You should worship Bhagavan Sri Hari. That guru is not a guru if that guru is not giving perfect instructions to his disciples. That friend is not a friend who is not giving good instructions to his friend. If you meet someone like Duryodhan and Shakuni, certainly you'll go to hell. Oh, my nephew. Oh, my uncle. You heard these words. Oh, my dear uncle, Mama Sri. Duryodhana would address Shakuni. So Duryodhana would call Shakuni Mama Sri, like my dear and worshipful uncle. And Uncle Shakuni would call him Banjay, oh my nephew. Both were evil, vicious men. They were not good people. You tell me. Please forgive me. So, those who are inspiring me to do bhajan, he's my real mother and father. Anyway, continuing. Time's up, huh? What time should be Arati? Okay, I'll finish in 10 minutes. So I'll take 10 minutes. Take more 10 minutes. So Dhruva Maharaj left alone during the night. He went to the forest to worship Sri Hari. How to find Sri Hari? So he was walking, and he came near Mathura on the banks of Jamuna. That place until nowadays is there, called Dhruva Ghat, where Dhruva Maharaj took a bath in the Jamuna. And then, by the inspiration of Lord, he got the association of the bona fide Guru, Narada Rishi, came and gave him mantra. Dhruva Maharaj, attaining this mantra, went to Madhuvan and performed hard austerities there. So each month he left one more thing. Bhagavatam describes. First he was eating 1 month only leaves. Then he left the leaves. Stopped eating the leaves. Then only drinking water. Then only breathing. Then even he stopped breathing also. Only once taking the breathing. And also then holding the breath. So Bhagavan appeared in front of him. The place where Dhruva performed austerities. Bhagavan came and gave direct darshan to him. With 4 arms, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Pad, Bhagavan Sri Hari gave him darshan. Having darshan of Bhagavan, he felt so grateful. And Bhagavan said, Dhruva, ask for a benediction. And Dhruva said, Prabhu, I came searching for broken pieces of glass. Then I found your lotus feet, which is rare for even great demigods. Prabhu, I'm so pleased. I don't want anything else. Dhruva said, Stanabhilasi. I wanted to sit on the lap of my father. And I got that which is even rare for great demigods. You mercifully gave me darshan of your lotus feet. Because material things, they are always temporary and giving distress. All the things that we can get in this world, in the end, they'll give us sufferings. Please forgive me. Whether it's a wife, wealth, kids, everything actually, all this in the end will give you distress. No, not happiness to you. This is not only for women, it applies for everyone. Everyone's giving suffering and unhappiness. But if you are saying Bhagavan, this is the topmost benefit. That's why Dhruva said, I don't want anything. But Bhagavan said, Dhruv, look, if I don't give you anything to you, people will chastise, will frown upon me, saying, a 5-year-old boy went to worship Bhagavan. Bhagavan didn't give him anything. You started to do bhajan with some desire, so I need to give. Like if you worship Bhagavan with some desire, Bhagavan also will fulfill your desire. But when you attain Lord, all your desires will be destroyed. If you worship Bhagavan with some desire, Bhagavan will fulfill your desires, and then Bhagavan, slowly, will take away your desires. And will give you the topmost divine love. So if you have to do bhajan, you should worship only Sri Hari. This is the teaching. But Sri Hari, Dhruva is saying, I don't want anything. Then Bhagavan said, Dhruva, I want to give you. For 36,000 years, you'll be the king. 36,000. Then Dhruva Maharaj came back. Everyone honored Dhruva. The story is very beautiful. After that, all the obstacles were removed. For Dhruva, his stepmother had disappeared. Even the Uttam also. Uttam Maharaj also. So for 36,000 years, how many years? 36,000. He was the king without any obstacles. Then after that, those who take birth in this world, they have to die also. And this world is called Mara-Jagat. If you come to this world, you need to give up your body. So the presiding deity of death came to Dhruva and said, let's go with me. But Dhruva told, Prabhu, now I'm finishing my mantra, then I go with you, okay? You see, Bhagavan, what did he do? He made one more place only for Dhruva, called Dhruva Loka. Until nowadays, in north, it's fixed in the sky. So Dhruva chanted his mantra, and the presenting deity of death was sitting there, Dhruva jumped, and in his own body, he went to Dhruva Loka. So the meaning is that we must worship Shri Hari Bhagavan. Please forgive me if you worship other demigods and demigoddesses. Somehow or another, you will have some unhappiness and distress. But if you worship Bhagavan Shri Hari, Shri Krishna, directly you attain the abode of Lord, and you get real happiness. And whatever the demigods, demigoddesses give to you, actually they are taking from Krishna, Bhagavan, and then giving to you, to people. The demigods, they don't have any prerogative to give independently anything to anyone. Please forgive me, but Brahma Samhita explains clearly. For example, Ganesh is giving, they cannot give anything independently. Like the Ganesh, if he gives, he is taking from Shri Hari, Govinda, then he's giving to people, to the people. So it's better just to worship directly Krishna. So everyone should worship Bhagavan Sri Hari. There are many other kathas also. I spoke until here briefly, but tomorrow we'll continue. Fifth canto, story of Bali Maharaj, also a Jamin. I will especially tell the glories of the holy names. The story of Vritrasura also I will tell. Then in the seventh canto, story of Nrsimhadeva Bhagavan and Prahlada Maharaj, I will tell also. And in the 8th canto, also discuss about Bali Maharaj and Vamanadev.
Hare